Hello guys and welcome to another video of Let's Learn Some Anatomy. This will be episode 4 and you know what, this is just going to be a quick little video on learning anatomy. So let's just jump right into it. Right now we got the pelvic girdle, right? You know, pelvic girdle, you really need that in your life. Imagine if you did not have your pelvic. Imagine how much different your life would be, honestly. So why don't we know about it, right? We got to know about it. So this little part right here, the upper blade-like bone of the hip bone, is called the flared ilium. Well, there it is. And this, I believe this little dotted area is where the spinal cord is going to be. Entrance of the birth canal. Holy. Am I way off? Wow, that's called the pelvic brim. That is where the birth canal is, not the spinal cord. Wow, two very far off places. This right here is the spinal cord, not this area. Whew. Oh man, how the world would be different if spinal cords came out that way. Anyways, connection of bones was that, well, that will be the pubic symphysis. Pubic symphysis is where the connection of bones. What? Oh, the symphysis pubis. Okay. Alright, it's just backwards or something. This little right here, that's called the pubic arch. Like, right there. Now, I believe this would be called the wide one. This would be a wide pubic arch. This right here, angle below the symphysis of pubis. Which, are they the same? Pelvis interment, which is a male pelvis. Okay. So I believe that the wide pubic arch is for females, right? Upper border and first scap. Okay. Upper border of the first sacral vertebral body. So right here, this is going to be the sacral promontory. Right here, just a little bit narrow, so I'm going to say narrow pubic arch. And then, obviously, A is the female. So right here. And this is going to be the male. Alright, there we go. The main difference is basically the hip sockets, the iliums, you know, right there. Obviously, they have a way bigger birth canal. We cannot push a baby through this. I mean, I won't ever. But, and then they just have a little bit wider pubic arch compared to us males. There we go. That was a great question to start it off at. Let's see. Alright, label the structures of the right scapula of the anterior view. You know, I just want to flip to the page, make sure we're on the right page, and I'm telling you the right stuff. Alright. Oh man. Any day now. Alright, now we're on the right page. So the acromion process is up here. Let's read about it. I can't read it. Enlarged lateral process of the spine of the scapula. So an enlarged lateral process of the spine of the scapula, okay, is the acromion process. This little hanging bone right here is a coracoid process. The coracoid process is the anterior process of the scapula. So if it's anterior, that means it's going to be in front of the process of the scapula. Okay. Alright. Not too bad, right? Am I right? Not too bad. So, let's put this on. Oops. Then we have the glenoid cavity. When we also have the inferior angle is down here. Inferior, obviously that's just an inferior means below, and angle is, that's where it is, right? And then we get the medial vertebral border, where you can kind of figure that because it's kind of in the it's kind of in the middle, you know, of the border, kind of ish, just where in the formation it's at. This is kind of lateral. It's kind of, obviously, it's lateral, you know, because it's to the outside. Subscapular fossa. That's just where that's going to have to be. And that completes this scapula. This is the right scapula, by the way. This is what it says up here. Joints are classified according to the amount of movement they can allow. Alright. Complete the following descriptions. Diathorotic. Yep, diathorotic. Joints are, you know, I know the fibrous joints and those kind of joints, but I mean, I just don't know these names yet. So, fibrous joints are synarthrotic. So those are going to be immovable because those are the sutures and those are immovable. Amyothyrotic are going to be the cartilage joints where they're not really made to move. They're slightly movable, but that's not what they're for. And the diathrotic are obviously going to be the one we have not used yet, and that is synovial, which are very movable. They're freely movable because you want your joints to be very movable. If they're not, you're going to have some pain. So we got the diathrotic joints. Those are synovial. Those are freely movable. The synarthrotic joints, they're immovable, so those are going to be the sutures. Get it? Sutures and synarthrotic, a good way to remember that. And amphithyrotic, joints are slightly movable. You know, those are going to be the cartilaginous, those are going to be the hyaline ones. Those are going to be pretty slightly movable. Next question. What vitamin is necessary for proper absorption of calcium in the small intestines? Big letter C. Correctly sequence the steps of intravenous ossification. Now this is going to be one, we're going to take some time on this one because this is a very big question right here, you know, because you really need to know the steps of how bone is made. If you really, you know, this is all what all these questions are about, is how these bones are made. So in order to do that, this is what we must do. All right. Let us begin. We're going to start off by just reading these and seeing what it is. Connective tissue on the surface of each developing structure forms a periosteum. And I honestly might have to come back to this one. This is one that's going to be pretty difficult. I can tell you that. Alright, I'm going to have to tell you what. Looks like we're going to have to be coming back to this one. This will be the fun one. All you guys are going to have to research how it is made. So here we go. We're going to skip right past this one. Come back later. We'll write it down. 44. Alright, these aren't too bad. Hinge joints, those are just like these. A plane joint, just like some plane. You know, planes are flat and they fly. Saddle joint, obviously that looks just like a saddle. A condylar joint, those are the ones in your fingers. A pivot joint. There it is. And then we also got one more. This is going to be a ball and socket joint. Where is it at? There it is. And then what I just want to kind of get at is how these joints are. So a ball and socket joint or spherical joint consists of a bone with a globular or slightly egg-shaped head that articulates with the cup-shaped cavity of another bone. Such a joint allows the widest range of motion, permitting movements in all planes. multi-axial movement, including rotational movement and around a central axis. The shoulder and hip have a joint of this type. Alright, so what this is mainly said, rounded head fits in a cup-shaped cavity. That is a ball and socket. Very easy right there. So, cylinder surface rotates in a ring. That's going to be a pivot joint, I guarantee you, because that is what it looks like. The cylinder surface of the bone rotates within a ring. A hinge joint. Let's just quickly read that. A hinge joint, the convex surface of one bone fits into the concave surface of another. As an elbow and the joints between the phalanges, such a joint resembles the hinge of a door in that it permits movement in one plane only. So, alright. So the hinge joint is just like the elbow, right? It just sits right in there and keeps it going. A nearly flat surface, I bet, is going to be a plane surface. Concave bone end, that's going to be it. There it is. Each bone end has convex and concave areas. Saddle joint, that's where I'm guessing at for this one. Forms between bones, those articulating have both the concave and convex regions. And I believe, last but not least, there it is, boy. Elliptical cavity. Drag and drop each label onto the image that indicates the movement. So extension is where you're extending your whatever. It doesn't have to be a leg. It can be an arm. You're extending it out towards you're straightening it in a way. This is what that is. Right in here, this is called flexion. There it is. When you're reaching, when you like this right here, for example, when you're putting your arm forward, you know, medial is this little line right there for you. When you're doing this, you're bringing it towards the medial line. That'll be a medial rotation. And if you're going away towards the outside of your body, that's lateral. Lateral meaning out away from the midline. That right there for you. And this one I always messed up because honestly, it is just like the same word, but different. You know, there's just like two letters or one letter that come away from each other. Just right here. Adduction, I believe, is the one coming this way. There it is. And then we got that abduction. No, it's not your abs. It's abduction. It's like you're almost being abducted. Your body parts are getting away from your midline. It's kind of a very extreme way of thinking about it, but abduction is you're going away from it. You're kind of using your abs to do that, right? So that's a good way to remember it. Abduction, you're using an abduction away from the body. You're using those abs to get that, bring the leg up. Adduction is where movement towards the midline. Abduction is away from the body, midline. So there's that one for you. Complete each sentence describing spaces found in bones. Boy, do I just love these. Bet you found that sarcasm right in there. You know, here we go. Occupied by osteocytes, which are osteoblasts encased in matrix. Correct. Caniculi, I believe. All right. Encased in matrix. Blank are found between layers of concentric circles. So what are found between layers of blank are found between layers of concentric circles. You know, just quickly to kind of get that out, we're gonna see what this is. Occupied by us, which are osteocytes in blank are found. Wow, Google just schooled me. Oh my gosh. It basically just asked that in a question, and oh my gosh. Wow. Looks like this is going to be the one that's going to be a quick one to end on. Encased in matrix, blank are found between layers of concentric circles. We're going to come right back to that. There we go. The blank are found deep in the diaphysis of long bones. Deep in the diaphysis. No, we might just have to read this because we got something good here. We got a good question. We're gonna have to read what the diaphysis. Where's it at? All right. The shaft of the bone between the epiphysis is called the diaphysis. All right. Blank are found deep in the diaphysis. Wow. So what are found deep in the diaphysis? Did I spell it right? Oh my gosh, we're not really getting help anyway. All right, listen, we gotta just work on the next one. Located in the middle of the osteons, the blank contain the arteriole. Oh, okay. The central canals contain the arteriole. Okay, because that's where the central canals are. You know, they gotta contain because the bone protects the vital parts like the arteries, the veins, the nerves, all that stuff. And osteocytes maintain contact with neighboring osteocytes via cellular process contained within. No, honestly, I gotta read up on this one. You know, we all gotta read up on this. You know what? We learn together. Spongy bone consists of numerous branching bony plates called trabeculae. That can't be it. Compact bone and the diaphysis are strong, resisting bending. No, whoa. A long bone forms a tube with a hollow chamber called the medullary cavity. So medullary cavity will be right there. We're going to have to look at the next one, the lacunae with the bony matrix of lamellae, which form concentric circles around central canals. Alright, but that is not between. Alright. Osteocytes maintain contact with neighboring osteocytes via cellular transportation contained within. I almost want to say caniculi, because that is where osteocytes exchange substances with nearby cells by means of cellular, you know, that's what the caniculi is. So we just got one more question, and then after this question, we're just going to have to move it to the next episode to continue. Occupied by osteocytes, which are osteoblasts encased in matrix. Blank are found between layers of concentric circles. So if we were to just look real quick, what are found? Alright, we got a good question. I feel like I'm missing something and you guys are just screaming at me. Hell my gosh. Let's see, I'm just kind of reading here. You guys might even be searching up, trying to figure it out as well. Occupied by osteocytes, which are osteoblasts engaged in matrix. Yes, I covered that in an earlier episode, I believe. Are found between layers of concentric circles. So, you know, we gotta go back. We got Cram, you're gonna be our buddy right now. I hope. Blank are found deep. No, occupied by the osteocytes, which are lacunae. Lacunae are found between layers. Oh my gosh. We're going to read that one more time. Occupied by osteocytes, which are osteoblasts encased in matrix. Lacunae are found between layers of concentric circles. That is a good thing we got that right. But as I said, we're going to leave this episode right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to watch more, please like, subscribe, and comment. Hey, what do you want to see in the next episode? Or what do you have questions on? Or what? Tell me some great facts about the human body. Because I'm sure everyone else wants to know those too. But as always, my always saying is, I'm bored and so are you. So, join me and let's learn some anatomy. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great time.